have some good experience returning, and guys like Marcus Kitts, who's our only senior, Quinn McDowell, Ken Brown, John Mark Ludwig, some upperclassmen who played a lot of minutes last year. So it's a very good feel with this basketball team right now. Our chemistry is very good. It's quite a blend of experience and youth right now. So there's a lot of unknown with this team, but it is a very good feeling. I really do feel that, particularly at William & Mary, the whole must be better than the parts. And I think that off the court time we spend together and just a willingness to give of oneself for the better of the whole is very important to our success. Coaches don't get recognition unless they're coaching great teams. I mean, that's a fact. So, to me, the value of those awards was really that it's a little bit of a birth of our program. You share something like that with your assistants, and I've got a great staff, and Ben Wilkins and Jonathan Holmes and Jamie and Christian, and obviously the players are the ones that create that environment for you. We lost 2 senior guards, in McCurdy and Schneider, but we think we've got good guards returning. Ken Brown was a little bit of a lost soul in our team last year. As a freshman, Ken started most games for us, and then last year broke a bone in his foot and never fully recovered. Looks terrific right now. I mean, he's really one of our key players, and he's one of our captains, playing terrific in preseason. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people in our league this year. Matt Rum's only a sophomore, but Matt played real quality minutes for us as a freshman last year. In fact, in the 3 CAA tournament games, Matt had an assist-turnover ratio of 11-0. So very capable player that must step up for us this year. And then we have 2 really good-looking young freshman guards, and Brandon Britt from Chesapeake, Virginia, very explosive player, probably one of the quickest players I've had the pleasure of coaching here. We got to harness his energy sometimes with his youth, but it's going to be good for us. And then Julian Boatner from Indiana was an Indiana All-Star player, has been very good in our preseason. A really fine shooter, really good feel with the game. So in that group of 4, I think we're pretty good shape. Wing's a strength, I think, of our team in many ways. We'll have Kyle Gaillard returning. Much like Matt Rum, played a lot as a freshman, has to step up for us this year. And very athletic 6'7" player, very versatile player. He's struggled a little bit in preseason with injuries. He's only had 2 days of practice with us, so we need. And one of the things about this team is we need time together right now, and injuries have sort of slowed us in that area. But Kyle should have a really good year for us. And then Quinn McDowell was second-team All-CAA last year, is one of our captains this year. Just a great player and a great leader. I mean, he very versatile, can do so many things well. And then we have some freshmen that I think will be a factor in there. Tim Rustoven is actually about 6'9", very long, very skilled player. Got to get stronger, and he will with time. But a really good-looking core there. Well, Marcus is a tremendous athlete. I mean, he is a high-level Division I athlete. I mean, he has an NBA body. I mean, he can really score in traffic, and he proved that not only against the CAA, but he proved it against at Wake and at Maryland and at North Carolina as well. His skill level needs to catch up to that athleticism a little bit, but he's so explosive. And then we go from a senior to a freshman in Fred Heldring. Nice-looking young freshman, but what do they say about freshmen? The best thing about them is they become sophomores one day. So Fred's doing a great job. He's going to be asked to play a key role for us this year. But, I think with those 2 guys, and John Mark Ludwig, whom I didn't mention on the wings because he's a little bit of a wing and post player, terrific shooter who's improved in other areas of the game. But he's going to have to play some 4 and some 5 for us this year. So, another nice weapon for our ball club, really. It'll be another great conference, another great year in the CAA. And you're right in that I think it's 75% of the starters from last year's teams are returning. It's a 12-team league, and 8 teams in our conference have 4 or 5 starters returning this year. So very experienced league. We're going to have a very inexperienced team. And we got to grow up quickly. I mean, we really do. And when I talk about that inexperience, I don't use that as a reason not to be successful. It's just a fact. So we've got to deal with that and make it an advantage as a ball club. My name is Tony Shaver. I'm the men's basketball coach at the College of William & Mary, and I'm a member of One Tribe.